What exactly are you doing there?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with grandfather's old spade in my hand and father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy showman about risk capital. He may want to join us.
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons right off. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trials.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
It was your idea. You should have the honor of being the first to be buried.
Oh, that's so courteous of you.
Credit where credit is due.
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
Sure could.
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now, pile the soil on top.
Are you certain?
Of course. Just do it. Fantastic. The darkness. The silence. You have to try this. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his photo taken with me beforehand. Write that down, Wilbur. And we'll have canopies for the bereaved. Have you got that, Wilbur? Canopies and gun salutes. Cannons, Wilbur. We need cannons.
I hope he's happy now.
I really do wonder, how does that work? You cannot breathe, you have to breathe, but you cannot die. So what happens?
I'll leave him there until I've been to see the Archmage. Otherwise he might try and bury me next.
Probably a good one.
I'll leave him there.
Yep. Okay. So we've got a top hat, so let's give that to him, then learn the spell, in quotes.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Well,
I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last we've got everything. Come over here. Put the top hat on the table. Put the rabbit in.
that's not in. Yeah, that is.
Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and finished. As you can see, an empty top hat.
But
You have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't be allowed to get a proper look at the hat. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat, but make sure the cloth stays in the hat. Otherwise, the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic either.
Of course not, but it looks like it.
But I wanted to learn a real spell.
Are you out of your mind? That takes months.
I can't just swindle my way to my diploma with a trick like that.
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you needed it quick. This is your only chance.
Oh, what choice do I have?
None.
Good luck with the show.
Yep, thanks. Should be entertaining to watch.
Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
I'd like to show you the trick. Spell.
This ought to be good.
I look forward to it.
As you can see, the top hat is completely empty. Abracadabra. Bunny, are you okay?
Fantastic. You've almost transformed the rabbit in the hat into a sheep. That's extraordinary. Almost impossible. There must be considerably more magic in you than I ever thought, Wilbur Weathervane.
Oh, thank you. Well, I had a fantastic assistant.
I'm speechless. You're the first gnome in centuries to become a graduate mage. And you've passed the exams quicker than anyone else in history. What's your secret?
I can't really explain it. It's as if everything I do is guided by a higher power.
This power must know a lot about magic. Or it has a walkthrough. As unbelievable as it is, you've passed all 3 exams. Wait. Mage degree for Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountains. My brother won't believe his eyes.
Your brother?
The Archmage.
The Archmage is your brother?
Yes, of course. He always believed that our bleak fate would take a change for the better. And slowly, I'm beginning to believe that again, too. You've given me hope, Wilbur Weathervane. You know that? Nothing can stop you. You're a fine example to me. If there's anything I can do for you, come back. You have a friend in me.
Oh.
Now go. You've waited long enough. Give my brother what you came to give him.
Nice hat. Nice hat indeed. Alright.
Mage diploma for Wilbur Weathervane of the White Ridge Mountains. Won't the Master Brewer be amazed when I show him this?
Yep, indeed. And I think I am... No. I was debating if I should call it there or if I should, you know, move on to the Mage Tower.
Wilbur,
Hello, Mr. King. Look, I'm a certified mage.
I told you you'd do it. We're so proud of you.
Thanks.
Our work is now done. We are all well fed. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, you want to leave for the country?
That's right. But if you want to come and visit us, Master Wilbur Weathervane will always be welcomed by us rats. So long, Wilbur.
See you soon.
See you soon? Really? I don't know about that, but alright.
Cast your eyes on this. Effective immediately. You may address me as Master Weathervane, and I wish to see the Archmage now.
Weathervane? How come Weathervane?
That's my mage name, Master Wilbur Weathervane. Now open the gate and smartly. I wish to speak to the Archmage.
Open the gate as he just does it himself. The crap. It's not even locked or anything, is it?
And what is it? Why is this gnome wearing mage clothing?
Your Honor, this is Master Wilbur Weathervane, an accredited mage and therefore a member of your order.
Nonsense. I know all the mages in the land.
But it's true. I completed my degree today under your brother's tutelage, Master Marcus.
That's impossible. I've no time for such absurdity. Take your leave, gnome.
But I'm supposed to give you something. A ring.
A ring? From whom?
From a gremlin. Yesterday he landed right on my feet in the White Ridge Mountains. He gave me this ring and said that it could decide the course of the war.
Master Alistair,
I turn to you in great haste, as well as in great fear. I have made a discovery that could decide all of our fates. I know where the artifact of destiny is to be found. Your Serene Highness, you know the stories. A legendary artifact created by the goddess of destiny and providence. An extraordinarily precious and dangerous thing, as good fortune is bestowed on its carrier. Everything that he attempts succeeds. Everything that he desires he receives. Everything bends to his will, always. It is a truly dreadful power, a god's power. Just imagine if this were to fall into the hands of the enemy. I have found that the artifact is hidden in a temple on a small island called Sordia. You must find it and bring it to safety. You must! Help us, Master Alistair. You're our only hope.
That was him. That was the gremlin who was taken away by these evil types on a dragon.
Shades? The Shadow Army has taken this gremlin prisoner? Sir, we have to send everything and everyone to this island. Every ship, every griffin, every...
Enough! We have to behave inconspicuously. We don't know what information the Shades already have, and we mustn't help them get on the right track.
No, sir. But if they have the gremlin, then it'll only be a matter of time until we...
The island of Sordia. Where the devil is that? I've never heard of it. I'll be leaving the city for a few days. I have to do some research in the archives.
But the Seastone archives have lots of...
Silence, guard! I will send a group of trustworthy comrades to the island as soon as I've found it. And you... One word of this message, just one single word, to anyone, and I'll grind you into a fine powder. Understand?
Of course. Understood, sir.
Go! Leave me alone with the youngster. And don't let anybody up here, mage or not. Understood?
Understood, sir.
And you, Mr. Weather Thingy, you've done very well indeed.
Weathervane, sir. Thank you. My granddad won't believe this when I tell him.
That won't be possible for some time. You'll have to stay here and hold the fort. I want you to prepare for a small expedition. Find some companions. 2 should be enough. You shall all go and fetch the artifact as soon as I have found the island.
But when it comes to something as important as this, wouldn't it be better to send an experienced treasure hunter?
Nonsense. No one knows you. You don't even exist as far as the enemy is concerned. You won't arouse any attention. That is our most important weapon in this matter. You'll be back long before the enemy even knows what's happening.
But I think...
Enough said. I am the leader of the Order, and this is an order. Choose 2 accomplices and wait here for me. And don't talk to anyone about this. Dismissed.
When
will I be back? As soon as I can. But it might take a few days for me to find the island we're looking for.
the gremlin told me that a book hidden in his secret cellar describes the way to the artifact's location.
Really? That's good to know. That went better than I had hoped for.
A fiendish plan, Monkus. Well done! Now you know where the artifact is hidden, and the real Archmage will remain out of your tentacles for as long as I need. Mother will keep him busy. She's summoned up all of her dark magic. When he returns, you will have the artifact of divine fate in your hands at last. And Seastone will burn, just like every other Alliance town.
Alliance? Seriously? Are they called the Horde as well?
Oh man, yesterday I was sweeping floors and today I'm a certified mage and part of the greatest adventure since Nightilo fought the broccoli monster. An artifact that grunts unlimited power. Hopefully the Shades never get wind of it. In their hands, something like that would definitely mean the end of the world. But the Archmage won't let it come to that. I'll find myself 2 companions and wait here for him.
Alright, that seems like a good plan. As bounty hunters? Okay. Yeah, like, obviously this is going to be the place I'm going to call the set. Then next set we'll look for 2 companions and, you know, explore Upper Town. Or upper, yeah, I think it was upper. Like lower and upper, yeah. So yeah, that should be good. Explore a whole new area. Try and recruit random people to join us for a quest that we can't really talk about. That sounds great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys next time. See you, dudes.